Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. This is Evostatus update 11A, and sorry I didn't have an Evostatus update for you. I've been working really hard lately, unsleeping like I've never unslept before. Well, not really, but definitely not a lot of sleep going on here. Here's the situation. We are getting more done, especially in the Evo Campus, section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask everybody, if you can, during this Evostatus to, if you're not already logged in or a member, I know it's not easy to be a member, but go to the Evo Campus Knowledge Power section. Okay, that way you could maybe follow me a little bit easier in what I'm going to tell you about it. Basically, one of the most recent things that I've got done in that section is decide not to use the standard organic groups group logo feature and created an image filled. And for the group logos, which is pretty simple. Looks like all the subgroups so far of the manor series. Right now, I've created. So far, we're working with 2 different content types for the group creation. The first content type for this is very technical for the people that know about Drupal. The non-technical stuff will come towards the end. But the manor content type and the master content type, it looks like right now that, well, actually, first of all, let's talk about the content types a little bit more. Right now, I'm still using the composite layout for the manor sections. There's a lot of information going on in there. And I've been working on the conceptual design of the information flow. If you remember from earlier revisions, which are not up right now, there was a mass movement labs in which the idea is to have collaborative projects and individual projects go to first before they graduate to the intelligent design section. And at the same time, every section, as I told you, is going to have its own collaborative design section at every level. Like at the Evo Campus, there's going to be a section where people talk about what should the mission status be, where people talk about, for instance, I call the classes at the Evo Campus, I call them collectives, because when we think about classroom, the traditional name of that just doesn't, we have to evolve in theory and strategy. Using the internet and online learning, we can't very much say classroom, because there's no class, there's no room. You look at academia from the wiki post I put up there. Back in Greece, academia comes from the name of the place, of the location where Plato decided to create the university. I mean, it had nothing to do with books or information, and today we associate academia with learning. Well, that's the same idea with creating a new name for the online classroom, because it's not a traditional class where people go to and sit down together, and it's definitely not a room. So I like to think of it as a collective, because we're going to have to. I'd like to really redefine the theory of traditional knowledge gathering and information through these Evo campuses. So of course. Let's go back to the point where we were talking about the mass movement labs, which information is supposed to go through before it graduates to intelligent design. Well, the idea for me was to have that be a testing ground, and a review ground, and a creation ground. But Beings is, the intelligent design, the Evo Campus is in the intelligent design, but it still has creation going on. Well, right now, I'm working on, in tandem with developing the subgroups. You know, we can't have, as much as I'd love to try to put as much information in there, there's going to be an eventual limit as to how much I could put on the front page of the Evo Campus of groups for each master manor section. Yes, I want to have every section have its own design section, where they talk about, okay, maybe collective's not the best idea for this concept. You know, if somebody's got a better idea, maybe I'll have a better idea. You know, we're going to have a wiki queue type where people could design the better names for every section. If they think, you know, I'm going to take out mass movement for the group speak because that'll be too confusing with mass movement labs, but mass movement's a group speak wiki. Well, maybe in the mass movement labs section, this is going to be below the intelligent design and on top of the raw humanity. Maybe that will be a catcher, like the Evostatus news catcher. Only the mass movement labs will catch the information from every design section of each cluster. Remember, clusters are groups, right? So even in the intelligent design, raw humanity, and mass movement, those are all clusters. So maybe what we'll do is, that won't be an individual section where people do the creating. That will be a catching section where it catches and syndicates the news and the information from the individual sections. Or maybe that will be the core. Maybe I will provide the link from the mass movement labs to the, and that will be like a subsection of each manor section. Because we can't put it all in there. Of course, I've got to see how will that be. Of course, it's going to be a collaboration of forums, wiki posts, and that brings me to the next feature that I'm trying to implement, something called node queues, or they also call them smart queues, organic group queues. The idea is where different nodes collect information into a cache. So if you see a news story, or if you see a post, or if you see a file, the administrative person of that group collects that, because every single piece of information in Drupal's in a node almost. So you could catch select nodes and put them in your queue for that section, and now that queue will be automatically created for each group. So the Evo Campus front section that we see right there, that master section, there'll be a queue there, and maybe inside of that queue we could put an article from the news about future strategy or future theory of education. Maybe that could be one of the articles in that queue. Maybe we could have, if there's a reference to the site, we could put that up. There's an article in that queue. Maybe we could have a hot design topic is an article in that queue. Maybe we could have a lecture from MIT about what they try to do with their online teaching in that queue. So, and that queue can be can keep information as long as the admin sets it. And the same idea for that queue will be used like in the ESL section. Well, in the ESL, in the peasant, like my class section of the ESL, that queue can hold, if you're teaching about business, or you're teaching about movies. If you're teaching about movies, that queue could hold maybe some torrent links for the movies you're discussing about, or maybe that torrent could hold some business news from Google related to the topic of the business news section. So the node queue is going to be a very vital part, because that'll provide a very easy way to collect information and associate it with current topics of each section, and also to help farm it and distribute it in other topics. So I've installed the queue, but I haven't understood yet how to show the contents from the queue. Queues will be, okay, we're going to stop. We're at 10 minutes right now.